Welcome to the Mazda postgame show.
Kansas City Chiefs have never won consecutive division titles, but thanks to the rookie Kareem Hunt, they are now one step closer after taking care of business on a Saturday night special, 30-13 over the Los Angeles Chargers. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our LA-based studios. I'm Chris Rose, joined by a pair of running backs, the Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson and Reggie Bush as well. You guys can decide who's going to block for whom up here.
We both block for each other.
Oh, that's nice.
That's how
we
we
call
do
that
it.
teamwork right now. AFC West standings. The Kansas City Chiefs, they are sitting pretty right now at 8-6, including 4-1 in the division. If they win at home against Miami next week, they are AFC West champions yet again. And, you know, for so long, LT, on Game Day Prime, we were asking, what's wrong with the Chiefs' offense? Well, the last 3 games, they have figured it out. Give the ball to Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, give the ball to Kareem Hunt, but more importantly, I think the offensive line has played really well. They have controlled the line of scrimmage, and when that offensive line controls the line of scrimmage, everything that they do comes off of that. But you first got to get this man going. And early in the game, I seen it. He had lanes to run through. It was space between that line of scrimmage. And once that happens as a runner, you love what you're seeing. It's only going to get better. Reggie and I was talking about this in the green room, about the space that Kareem Hunt had in the beginning of the game. And as you've seen, that space got a little bit bigger.
More than 200 scrimmage yards for the third-round pick out of Toledo. Now, Reggie, defensively, you know, once this team lost Eric Berry, you're wondering where were the turnovers going to come from, especially against the Chargers team that was holding on the ball, just 1 turnover in their last 4 games. What'd they do right tonight?
Well, what they did right was Phillip Rivers threw him some
treats.
I mean, he threw him some treats, but listen, there were 3 plays where he threw in a double coverage. And the first one he got away with it, the second one he got away with it, and the third one they finally intercepted it. So hats off to their defense for playing well, but also Marcus Peters, what a job he did today, coming off the suspension, 2 interceptions and one strip from the running back. I mean, obviously their defense showed up, but listen, man, some of those throws, Phillip Rivers, I know he would love to have those back, man.
Yes, he would.
So with Marcus Peters, as you mentioned, he's a guy that was sat down by the team. That's a team-imposed suspension. That doesn't happen very frequently. LT, when you see something like that, a guy can go one of 2 ways. He can shut it down for the rest of the season, or he can ball out. Were you surprised that this was the Marcus Peters we saw tonight?
I'm not surprised because when I think about in that locker room, they have some veteran guys that have been around a while and got great experience and great guys on and off the field. So when you have guys like that who can pull him to the side and say, listen, Marcus, you know, this can go bad. Like, if you don't react the right way, this can snowball on you. So fortunately for him, he has those guys in the locker room that can pull him to the side and get him to bounce back like he did tonight.
So the defense does its job, holding that high-octane O of the Chargers, just 13 points. Offensively, Kansas City scores 30 points, thanks in part to their leader and captain, Alex Smith. After the game, Jamie Erdahl caught up with the Chiefs QB.
Alex, you had so many wonderful things to say about the atmosphere of this game coming into it, the meaning behind it. Did the hype live up to what was on the field?
I mean, I think so. This is a special place. Then you get a game of this magnitude, division on the line. There's a lot of pride in this division. You know, this late in the year, this is basically a playoff game. So, pumped. You know, the Chiefs Kingdom came out, and we needed them. And then what a team effort. Yeah, I mean, across the board, defense. I mean, from the get-go, and then the way we ran the ball today, our O-line, Kareem. I mean, setting the tone.
Speaking of that team effort, pick off Phillip Rivers, 3-time Kareem Hunt, as you mentioned, finishes with 200+. Is this the kind of well-rounded game you guys needed to finish out this season?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, you hope to be well-rounded, right? It's not always the case, and the season's a journey, and you fight through it. But this was obviously a huge ramifications in this game against a team that was red hot. You know, and our team stepped up. Like I said, that offense had been rolling, and our defense came in, played hard, and we were able to force some turnovers, really open this game up.
One more win, and you guys clinch the AFC West. Does the weight of the conference, of the division, become heavier on your shoulders or lighter as you move forward?
No, the opportunity becomes greater and greater and more real as you get closer to that finish line. So, you know, nothing's final yet. You're trying to punch your ticket to the dance, you know, and we got 2 more opportunities to do that.
Congratulations. Thanks.
Thanks.
Anybody play high school with that Was that guy?
I did. I played a little bit of high school.
Okay. Yeah, he was your quarterback down there in San Diego.
He was my high school down there.
All right,
He wasn't my quarterback.
It's been a little bit of a rough season. I mean, we were talking MVP for him the first 5-6 games of the year, and then people were calling for his head and having him sit on the bench and play the rookie Patrick Mahomes. What have you seen in him the last few weeks?
Well, he looks poised, right? And he looks like the leader that that they want him to be, at the quarterback position. And again, like you said, every week it seems like Alex Smith is playing for his job. And it seems like people are always calling for his head. Even the games that he won recently, they were still saying that, put the other guy in. But
how much does that bother him?
A lot. Oh, it has to bother him a lot. And again, it's his job to say that it doesn't bother him and he's focused on football and say all the right things and be politically correct. But at the end of the day, when you have a young bull back there breathing down your neck,
first round pick that they traded up for,
that they traded up for him, that is an issue, and even as much as you say it's not.
Yeah, when you have burners like Tyreek Hill and guys that can stretch the field, people are going to be calling for you to throw the ball down the field. And when you don't do that, then they're going to call for your head, as you just said. But listen, Alex is a winner, man. He's a proven winner, and even though he gets a bad rap sometimes for not pushing the ball down the field, his teams seem to win. Yeah. The question is, in the playoffs.
Oh, boy. Let's not even get there.
Can we get this done in the playoffs, right?
Right.
Alex Smith, by the way, if you're keeping tallies at home, 25 touchdowns, 5 interceptions this year. I think a lot of teams would take that out of their quarterback. And they would take the sort of game they got out of their rookie running back as well, Kareem Hunt. We will hear from him coming up in a one-on-one interview. So Chiefs are now 1 win away from clinching the AFC West for the 2nd straight year. And after we are done, it's Total Access Endgame. LT, you can take the rest of the night off. Reggie, you will join me. And James Jones as we get you all set for the rest of the week, including the Pats and Steelers. Hold tight.
The NFL Network special post-game show is presented by the Mazda CX-5. Driving matters.
Gifts crafted by human hands move us the most, especially those infused with the passion of the people who create them. This holiday, treat yourself to a Mazda, crafted just for you. Celebrate the season with a test drive today. Mazda. Driving matters.
Tell me what's the most impressive thing you've seen Russell Wilson do on the football field.
As soon as he takes off, I think something good's going to happen. I tell you. Yeah, I'm not worried about him, doing the wrong thing as far as getting hit or getting tackled. He understands. He's proven that he gets it. But that's when the magic happens so often. And so when that happens, that's like, well, look out. The whole play starts over, and our guys know how to respond to him. And that's some where the real exciting things, are going to occur. So I get charged up by that.
So you can see that on game day morning on Sunday. In the meantime, the Chiefs taking care of business, 30-13 behind their rookie running back, Kareem Hunt, and he's standing by with our Amber Theo Harris.
All right, Kareem, you guys in the NFL right now, you regain control of the division. How important is this win?
It was a big game. We knew that, and we're just trying to win out from here on out and just get back rolling.
We see Alex Smith hitting Hill with the deep ball. You have over 200 yards from scrimmage. Does it feel like this offense is back?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel like we never left. We just had to get it back rolling and clicking again. And honestly, this team can be really good, and we just got to, stick together and keep playing hard.
You get Marcus Peters back on defense. What can you say about this defense tonight?
Oh, my God. They're playing lights out. For the past 2 games, those guys have been playing so hard and just getting us.
Congratulations for being back in the driver's seat, and good luck against the Dolphins next week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. All right, Kareem, let's go.
So the Chiefs now 1 win away from clinching their 2nd straight AFC West crown. Boy, they have owned this division since 2015. They're 15-2 overall. And boy, the Chargers, they say, Kareem Hunt, we'll see you next year. He ran for 172 in a Week 3 win, and then 155 again on Saturday night.
LT numbers.
Those are LT-type numbers, and a bunch of touchdowns.
Good 2 games right there.
So, guys, let's assume that the Chiefs do win the AFC West. At the beginning of the year, first 5 weeks, we were thinking, well, who's going to beat the Chiefs? They're the best team in football. Right. Yeah. If they make it to the January fun, can they beat New England or Pittsburgh in a round 2 on the road?
I don't think they can. Here's the thing. when you get to the playoffs, it's going to be difficult to run the football. That's just what happens. Things tighten up. Everybody stops to run. You're going to have to make plays on the perimeter by throwing the football. And to me, beyond, outside of Tyreek Hill, who do they have that can make plays on the perimeter, throwing the football? And Tyreek is just coming into his own as a wide receiver. The middle of the field is controlled by Travis Kelce, but we all know the matchups are on the outside, and the game is favored toward the guys on the outside. You got to make plays out there.
Yeah, I mean, I truly believe, I've always believed that the Kansas City Chiefs, the only people that can stop them are themselves, because they have all the pieces they need to be a great football team. But a lot of different times, like we were just discussing, sometimes they get caught doing too much. I think they try to be too cute. And listen, I love Andy Reid. I love what he brings to the table. But at some point, you have to line up and say, we are just better than you, and we're just going to line up and play football. You know what I mean?
Do you like it that he relinquished the play-calling duties a couple weeks ago? Since then, they've been averaging 30 points a game.
I do. I remember Sean Payton did that when we were in New Orleans, and that worked out well for him. So I like the fact that he gave up that, because it's enough on you as a head coach to have to worry about everything and then call the plays on top of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was good for Andy Reid to do that. That's big for him to show that side of him to his players. Absolutely.
All right, so the Chiefs improved to 8-6. The Chargers fall to 7-7. They're still at least in the wild card chase. Only the Bills and Ravens are ahead of them at 7-6. Tough night for Philly Rib and the Bolts, who turned it over 4 times and are a 17-point loser on the road. Right after we are done, once again, it's another edition of Total Access Endgame. We'll get you all set for the rest of the Week 15 slate, including the Rams and Seahawks doing battle for NFC West supremacy. So hold tight for that.
Get your game day started Sunday at 7 a.m. with NFL Game Day Morning. Aaron Rodgers returns, but will he be able to run the table and get the Pack back to the postseason? The Patriots head to Pittsburgh looking to bounce back from a bad loss. Michael Irvin will let you know who gets one step closer to home field advantage. Plus, it's Rams versus Seahawks with first place on the line.
You're a banged-up defense right now.
Bring me you're tired, bring me you're weak, bring me you're hungry. We'll find a way somehow.
Mooch sits down with Pete Carroll. NFL Game Day Morning starts Sunday at 7 a.m. Then at 9, it's Rich and the gang taking you right up to kickoff.
Saturday night, Phillip Rivers, the Bolts started the year 0-4. They'd won 7 of their last 9. They were playing for first against Alex Smith and the Chiefs right here on NFL Network. 3-zip in the second, and Alex Smith, who says that he can't throw the ball downfield, Reggie Bush? Look at him.
My God. You got a guy that can run that fast.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's 64 yards. Oh, and then they got the pit crew working hard as well. That way, that's nice. 10-zip at that point. Third quarter, Chargers down by 4. Phillip Rivers, he got bit by the interception bug, LT.
Yeah, he was trying to give his wide receiver a chance here, but, ill-advised throw in the coverage, just not what you want.
One of 4 turnovers on the night for the Bolts, and then Kareem Hunt. What a big evening for him. 155 on the ground. He had that touchdown. He caught one as well. 30-13 your final, and now the Chiefs. They are 1 win away from clinching their 2nd straight AFC West crown as you get a good look at the AFC playoff picture. Don't sleep on the Bolts just yet. At 7-7, they're still at least sniffing around for a wild card. But once again, the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm curious if a guy like Kareem Hunt, he burst out of the gate so fast, the first month of the year, and then he kind of disappeared. He was MIA for about 2 months here. Do rookie running backs kind of hit a wall before they have to kind of rediscover themselves?
Possibly. I mean, it happened to me. I jumped out of the gates with like 2 straight 100-yard games, and once I got it right around to the 7th, 8th, 9th of the season, I mean, my college season was over from that point, so it really felt, those last 2 months of the season felt like 4 months.
I think you're right. Listen, when you're coming from college, obviously you're playing a lot more games in the NFL level as opposed to college, so I think it definitely could have been a little bit of a wall that he hit, but at the end of the day, man, he bounced back in a major way today. He went beast mode today, man. I love what I saw of him today.
All right, LT, what about your Bolts? 7-7. Okay, so the division title, that's probably gone. That's going to reside most likely in Kansas City. But they still have a chance at the wild card, so you got to regroup. It's not over for them now, right?
Right. It's not over, but me personally, I think you're going to need 10 wins.
You look like it says It's over. You're looking at me like it's over.
Because I think you need 10 wins to make it to the playoffs in the AFC. Even, I think 2 wild card teams, they're going to get to 10 wins.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
So you think either Buffalo or Baltimore is getting to 10 wins?
Tennessee is 8-6 right now. I mean,
yeah. So that but they could be a 5 seed, let's just say. So that 6 seed, you still think somebody's going to run the table?
I think 10 wins will get you in.
Wow.
I do.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's going to be interesting. I think the Chargers are done. I think this game was a tough loss for them. And listen, the fact that they were even to get back to this position after losing 4 games in the first half of the season. I remember when I was in New Orleans and we lost the first 4 games, man, it was hard as hell to get back to winning games. But we were able to do it. But listen, it's just tough, man. When you lose that many games, it's tough for you.
So the Chargers are at New York next week, taking on the Jets, and then they'll finish up the regular season against the Silver and Black, the Oakland Raiders. All right, if you are a Hall of Fame running back that resides in Canton, Ohio, you are dismissed for the evening. So you may go. Reggie Bush?
Yes, sir.
Rookie, you're coming with me. He's a TV rookie. He just retired from the NFL. Because look who's here. Sans hoodie.
Fresh.
It's James Jones.
Retirement.
Hanging out, getting ready for a little Total Access Endgame. You ready to go?
Man, I'm ready to go, man. I've been ready.
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers has been saying, I'm not here to be a savior. We'll see whether or not the guy that played so many seasons with him up there in Green Bay,
Disclaimer.
if 12 is telling the truth.
So you saying he bluffing already?
I don't know. You'll have to tell us the truth. Total Access Endgame is coming your way. The Chiefs taking care of business at home, 30-13 winners over the Los Angeles Chargers. We got a full hour, a Total Access Endgame to break it all down and set the table for Week 15. Coming your way right after a pit stop.
Thank you for watching the Mazda Postgame Show.
The NFL Network special post-game show is presented by the Mazda CX-5. Driving matters.
Gifts crafted by human hands move us the most, especially those infused with the passion of the people who create them. This holiday, treat yourself to a Mazda, crafted just for you. Celebrate the season with a test drive today. Mazda. Driving matters.